Ahsoka Tano and the Emperor Palpatine just got a retcon to their characters that could change not only the upcoming Ahsoka series, but the sequel trilogy. The world between worlds could be the key to explaining why Ahsoka is so important and how
somehow Palpatine returned.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
So stick around to the end of this video to hear this insane retcon and how Dave Filoni was always 10 steps ahead of those stupid people writing the sequel trilogy. So smash a like on this video and let's break it all down. With the Ahsoka show coming out on August 23rd and the world between worlds rumored to be a huge part in that series, this retcon comes at the perfect time. This is coming from the Star Wars book, which is a canon book to expand your knowledge about many different things in the Star Wars galaxy. However, when this book is talking about the world between worlds, it is from the view of the Imperial agents who evacuated the Jedi Temple on Lothal before it disappeared. And when these Imperial agents are referring to the world between worlds, they change the name to the Netherworld between worlds. So yes, I am talking about the greatest crossover to ever happen, what we've all been waiting for, the Minecraft and Star Wars movie. But in all seriousness, this name change in a canon Star Wars book changes a lot. This new name is not just the book telling us some cool hip new name for the world between worlds. This is actually what the Empire thought the world between worlds was, meaning they did not see it as a time travel device like many fans believe it is. They see it as a way to access different planes of being, including the afterlife. Now, what does all this mean? Well, the ability to access someone or something from the afterlife via the world between worlds is an insane amount of power. And if Palpatine was able to tap into that power, there would be a big problem. This also explains two things. One, why we heard all those different voices when Ezra enters the world between worlds.
To let go of everything you fear to lose.
What you need, you already have. Unfortunately.
Hearing people from before and after his time proves that the world between worlds can go through different planes of time, past, present, and future. And two, how Palpatine returned. The biggest joke that the sequel trilogy told was bringing Palpatine back with zero explanation. In Return of the Jedi, this happens. Clearly, no one could survive that. And the writers of the sequel trilogy seemed to know that, and that's why we got no explanation as to how Palpatine returned. However, at the same time those writers of the sequel trilogy weren't thinking, Dave Filoni was 10 steps ahead. The Rise of Skywalker, which brought Papa Palps back from the dead, was written in 2017. And so was Season 4 of Star Wars Rebels, where we see Dave Filoni introduce the world between worlds, or the Netherworld between worlds, which solves all the issues which he foresaw happening with bringing back the Emperor. Seeing into the future, Dave Filoni knew somehow Palpatine returns would not make sense and retroactively created a new place to fix it all. The world between worlds explains perfectly how Palpatine could have been brought back to life. Now, where does Ahsoka fit into all this? Well, Dave Filoni created the character of Ahsoka Tano a long time ago. And since then, he's tried to incorporate her into almost every project he works on because not only is she a great character, but Ahsoka is Dave's favorite character. However, at some point in writing Star Wars Rebels, Dave Filoni realized that Ahsoka Tano was not in the original trilogy and had to die. And so she does. In the Season 2 finale of Rebels, we see Ahsoka die to her old master, Darth Vader. Now this is where things get very interesting. Now that Dave has created this place to explain the craziness that is somehow Palpatine returned, he can bring Ahsoka back, but now he needs a reason. And while all of this craziness is happening behind the scenes, Dave Filoni is helping his good pal Jon Favreau write the next hit show in The Mandalorian. So Dave can see into the future and see what's going on. So in Season 4 of Star Wars Rebels, he takes Grand Admiral Thrawn and just sends him away for a while so he can return as the heir to the Empire like he does in Legends. and this allows Ahsoka to have a purpose. She was brought back in Season 4 of Star Wars Rebels by Ezra Bridger to finish what her master started, to destroy the Empire once and for all by stopping Grand Admiral Thrawn. So this retcon from the World Between Worlds to the Nether World Between Worlds is not that big, but it proves that the Empire knew the real strength and power that the World Between Worlds held. It creates an explanation, and a good one, as to how Palpatine returned in the sequel trilogy. It also explains why Ahsoka is the only one that Ezra Bridger could save in the World Between Worlds, because we all know he wanted to save his master as well. Ahsoka is brought back for a purpose, and as of right now, it seems like that purpose is to stop Grand Admiral Thrawn. But it seems like we will all find out together very soon, because the Ahsoka show comes out in a few short weeks. So yeah, that was a whole lot, but tell me what you think in the comment section below. Do you think this retcon is a big deal? Do you think this perfectly explains how somehow Palpatine returned in the sequel trilogy? And do you also think it explains why Ezra Bridger could only save Ahsoka Tano and nobody else? Tell me in the comment section below, smash a like on this video if you liked it, hit subscribe, and hit that bell so you get notified every time I post a video. We go live on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, so don't miss out on any of that by hitting that subscribe. And if you want more, go check out this video I just did about the crazy leaks about the ending of the Ahsoka show.